Tony, a hard-earned point here tonight at Turf Moor. What was your take on the performance?
Well, a brilliant work ethic from the team, good organisation. They all took the game plan on. They do listen. They're brilliant at taking on information, and we made life difficult for them. We'd have liked to have had more efforts on goal, more possession, but I think they're all growth areas for the team. And a lot of the games we've had lots and lots of possession and not been able to score. But tonight we played a lot of out of possession stuff, but really give them problems trying to break through us. Had a few opportunities to score. Obviously we hit the crossbar, offside goal. Dan Neil had a wonderful strike first half that straight at the goalie, but a brilliant strike that could have gone in the bottom corner, no problem. But I think we came and showed that we shouldn't fear anybody. We don't fear anybody, and it's an okay point. Let's move on. We should look into win some games at home coming up over the next couple of weeks, and then let's see if we can make the last few really exciting for the supporters and see how we can finish the season, hopefully very strong.
You often talk about a growth mindset for these young players. What they demonstrated tonight, is that something else that they might have learnt and grown on their game?
I think it's experience for them, really. Age doesn't really matter there. It's their experience of how many minutes they've played. You can have a 17-year-old who played a whole season in the Championship, but for us it's experience. So massive for Pierre tonight to play 60-70 minutes. Even Isaac coming on, these are big games. They have got responsibilities. You can see how hard the team work and how difficult it is out of possession, but they have to run back and they have to then use their talent to try and hurt the opposition, and so it's all experience for them. That'll stand them in good stead as this season rolls to an end. But obviously next season their challenge is to get in the starting line-up as often as they can, and we only ever pick the players that we see training the best and play the best, and the challenge is, as I've always said to footballers, it's a competition within a competition within your club to get in the starting team. So train hard every day, be the best professional you can, and that's how we judge it, really, trying to teach good standards and good habits to young men.
You talked there about shouldering responsibility. One man who's done that over the years is Lyndon Gooch, into the side tonight. Big performance and a huge block in the first half as well.
Listen, Goochie's a brilliant pro. Put him and Luke O'Nien in any back four, really, and you've got the grit and determination and desire of people from Sunderland, that people from Sunderland want to see in their team. We all want to see the clever technicians, the brilliant goals that individuals can score, but you need determination, you need grit, and Lyndon brings that, as does Luke. So in the same breath we should mention them both, because they bring those qualities. Danny Bath has been immense this season for the team, and Trey Hume, he's grown into a stick-on right back for our football club, and he brings great quality and a real desire about his job.
You touched on Pierre Nketiah already. What did you make of his performance tonight? Obviously a big moment for him to be in the starting line for the first time.
I think he grew into the game. You have to put into context Pierre. He hasn't played a lot of men's football in his life, and he'll probably tell you I bashed him for 3 or 4 months now since he came about intensity, physicality. He's 6'2". He's a beast of a boy. He has to use his physicality. He can run, he can pass, he can tackle, he can head it. He's got to bring all of them every game at a tempo he's never had to play at in the past. And so for him to get the experience tonight in the team, it will do him fantastic amounts of confidence. And but please listen, I watch him in training. He's a magician with the ball at his left foot. It's been stuck to his left foot. He can do wonderful things. He has to run and put his body in and win tackles, and all of that. We've got a really good player on our hands, but it does take a little bit of time to the penny to drop. That's what he has to do, because for the last 3, 4, 5 years playing 23s football, they've been happy with him stood in one position, just popping the ball around. Well, he can't do that anymore. He's got to be part of a team that is fighting for every ball.
Just finally, attention's turned to next weekend. Obviously 2 big games, but I suppose different prospects to tonight perhaps.
Yeah, listen, we haven't started looking at them, but I know that Hull are playing some really good football. They, I think Liam is a really talented coach, and his team plays really good football. They overload areas of the pitch. They bring fullbacks inside. They're good with the ball. We have to be ready for a team that are going to be good in possession, and that's all right. That's because, as I've always said, every 3 days you're playing against a different type of football team. The game after that is at Cardiff away, a long trip for us and for the fans, but a game again, we need to be really positive, aggressive, and go there and try and impose our game on them.